Here it is, the 2020 Fezzari Abajo Peak Review. Right off the bat, I want to say I'm very pleased with my purchase of my 2020 Fezzari Abajo Peak. I've been looking at upgrading my mountain bike for quite some time, and in true fashion, I wanted to get something that not everybody had on the trails. Here is a list of the components that my Fezzari Abajo Peak has. I narrowed down my search and decided to go with the Fezzari Abajo Peak for many reasons. First, their value and their price point. Fezzari is a direct-to-consumer bike company, and instead of all the markups, Fezzari puts the money you spend right back into the bike, offering higher quality components than you would expect to find at a local dealer for a similar price. Second, it receives great reviews from fellow YouTubers JC Trails and Vital MTB. Third, it carries a lifetime warranty. Fourth, I have somewhat of a lower back issue, and I was looking for a bike with good geometry and a plush ride to make biking fun and less painful and to minimize my body jarring. Owning this bike has substantially reduced my lower back pain. I'm not going to say it's eliminated it, but it has significantly reduced it, and I could ride longer and further than I have been able to prior. And lastly, availability. It was late April, and here in the upper Midwest, riding season was upon us, and some other companies were already sold out of their bikes. Ordering the bike was a breeze. Simply go on their website, find the bike of choice, complete the 23-point checklist, answer some questions, click on some add-ons if you want, pay for it, and you're good to go. Their customer service is top-notch too. Within 24 hours, I received an email confirming my purchase, and I was even contacted by phone once my bike was ready to be built, just to clarify the parameters and answer the questions I had put on my order form. Now on to the bike. I am very impressed with the X-Fusion McQueen RCP front fork. I was skeptical at first because it wasn't a Fox or a RockShox. However, I think it is just as good as, if not better, than its closest competitor, and its tunability is, in my experience, second to none. The rear X-Fusion O2 Pro is a little tricky to get set up, and adjustments aren't as immediate, but make sure that the pressure is checked and tuned to your weight. One thing I love about both of these shocks is they both have a high degree of tunability, not only in their compression rate, but also in their rebound rate as well. This allows for great adjustments on the fly to get your bike dialed in to whatever terrain you are riding. I must say, the ride has been great with both of these shocks so far. Now, one of my favorite components and add-ons is the X-Fusion Manic Dropper seat post. I can't tell you how often I use this on the trails and how quickly it gets you in the correct riding position for all the obstacles the trail has in both downhill and climbing. The SRAM NX Eagle 1x12 is a good drivetrain and fits the bike well. It's a climbing monster for sure. However, I did have to adjust the limit screws about half a turn after the first couple of rides. Additionally, it's quick, but it's not the fastest and snappiest drivetrain when cruising through the gears. If you take a look here at the cockpit, we have our left selector, which is for our dropper post, and our right selector, there are two thumb buttons to change the gears. One for a single upshift, while the second speed selector allows for up to a 5-gear downshift with one long press of the selector. The brakes on the Fezzari Abajo Peak are SRAM level. They are hydraulic front and rear, and they'll definitely stop you on a dime. However, the rear brake pads might wear a little faster if you use your rear brake a little more than your front. Finally, we have our Maxxis Minion tires. They're very grippy, responsive, have a surprisingly low rolling resistance, and it makes that quite fast too. Up front, we have a 29 by 2.5 DHF, and out back, we have a 29 by 2.4 DHR. After having this bike for a couple of months, I can honestly say I absolutely love it. Out of the box, it was good. However, like any custom-built machine, it had to be adjusted for the rider for it to be great. Fezzari could only do so much without having the actual person in the shop. Finally, I love the styling of the bike and how light and nimble it feels. Final thoughts, and this isn't uncommon, be sure to check all the fasteners, including the axles, once you have ridden your bike a few times, as they may be a little loose from initial break-in, settling, and stretching. Overall, I'm very pleased with my purchase and looking forward to many years of fun riding. For just over $2,300 shipped, it's a great value with everything you get. Now, here's your homework. You're probably here because you're researching whether or not you want to fork over just over $2,000 for a mountain bike. Continue your research, subscribe to my channel, share my video with your friends that are also looking for a bike, and in the comments, let me know if you have any questions to information I might have missed. Thank you guys for watching, and ride responsibly.